What's going on, guys? Spikezillion here, and we're gonna play a little bit of Devil's Advocate today. Okay? We're gonna play a little bit of Devil's Advocate. Because I am... I think a lot of people are very upset with my video. My very long branded video. By the way, the second video, the recording for the voiceover has been done. I just have to do the editing. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been slacking real bad. I just haven't really had the time. Been working full-time at my new job, so things have been kind of going crazy over there. So it might take me some time, maybe more time than I originally anticipated for making the new video, but hopefully you guys will enjoy that. It's Valence. It's gonna be awesome. But one thing's for sure, everyone's very upset about my video. Well, not everybody. A lot of branded fans who have never played any other deck before and were born yesterday were very upset with my video, and it's very, very funny. I am thoroughly entertained with the comments. I don't even bother to respond to them because there's no need. I don't need to fuel their flames at all. I just find it extremely funny that a lot of these comments are just very angry people saying the only thing that should be banned is Sanctifire, or Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. And look what we have on the screen. Look what we have here. Oh god, I can't even zoom in on this because the fucking ad. This stupid ad, I can't even do anything about it. Anyways, Gimmick Puppet Nightmare has been banned in Master Duel. Hooray, right? Yay! The problem has been solved. Or has it? Now, here's the funny thing. We're gonna do a little bit of adventuring. I'm gonna open up Facebook here quickly. Now, Facebook is not the place for most people. However, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players seem to love Facebook. I don't know why Facebook. Maybe it's because we're all boomers. I don't know. Well, realistically, we're mostly millennials, right? I kind of snuck into a branded Duelist Facebook page. Now, for those of you who may be admins of the branded Duelist Facebook page, please don't kick me out, because I genuinely don't do anything other than lurk. But I couldn't help but notice that when this ban list dropped, a lot of people made some posts, had a lot of comments, and I noticed this comment section in particular, there's two, but this one really surprised me. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to be kind of revealing people's first names, but I'm going to be honest. I thought about blurring out names and stuff. I'm going to be real with you. The reason I'm not going to is not because I want to reveal people and call people out. That's not the purpose. The problem is that if you went to a competitive tournament, your name will be revealed anyways. So in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitive viability, your name is effectively compromised anyways. So I'm sorry if this upsets you, or if this upsets other people, but I thought about it and I was like, well, honestly, most of these people are probably going to be playing in YCSs anyways. There's not much of a difference here in terms of showing people's names. Only people care about the names anyways, in the first place. But I just want to mention something, right? Some people are saying it's fair, right? Okay, sure. I know a lot of people are suggesting a pivot to Jowgen, but doesn't that give the opponent a huge nuke? You summon it to your board. Ah, that makes more sense. Yeah, so you summon it to your board, right? That's something you can do. Now they swing to Jowgen Lock. See? Ra's Disciple, GG. Can you see a pattern here? People will find alternatives. The Gimmick Puppet Nightmare is not the problem. The problem is Sanctifire. And we're going to get to that a little bit in more detail as we go through these comments quickly. We still have Archlord Christia. Yeah, you sure do. Free Dragoon. That's not happening. See? There were a lot of people in my comments saying, nobody used Dragoon in Branded, or nobody uses Dragoon anymore in Branded. Well, guess what? Look, this guy's looking for Dragoon already in Master Duel. He's looking for it. It's not out of the realm of possibility, right? You can still play Dragoon. It's you know, just because people aren't playing it right now does not mean that it's not an option for you. I think people are missing the point, right? And so that's why I think some of these people that are playing Branded or they're just angry at me and they're big Branded fans just don't seem to understand, right? What's getting banned? This is shocking to me. Nothing? You're capping. That's crazy. A classic top hero there. I think this guy's missing the fact that it won a YCS, but okay. Now this is something, backup plan all set for when Puppet gets banned, and yes, Grand Wignall can send it to the graveyard. Now what is this card? Okay, we're gonna have to zoom in here, because this is... Oh my god, I can't zoom in. Oh, I zoom in here. Jesus Christ. If you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. All this part doesn't matter. The last sentence is the part that matters. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except because it machine exceeds monsters. So effectively... I'm gonna skip... Oh, next song's already skipped. Perfect. So... Yeah, it just locks you into machine exceeds monsters. Which, I mean... Yeah, it is irrelevant to an extent. Unless you're playing Cyber Dragon, or maybe Ancient Gear, right? But, you know, stuff like Kashtira, I'm not gonna care. You know what I mean? I'm still gonna special Fenrir, I'm still gonna special Unicorn, I'll just keep those guys on board, and I'll probably... Well, I might not win the game inherently, but I might get pretty close. So this isn't a great alternative, but it is one that someone might try, right? There was another comment section. Man, I'm never gonna find it now, though. Oh, man. I'm kind of sad. I should have saved pictures of it. I have it on my phone, to be honest. Ah, here we go. What will be Nightmare Substitute? I think this is the comment section I was looking for. So yeah, here's this guy. Jaugen. Ra's Disciple. Like, people will find answers, right? DD Orthos, right? Here's another one. Unfortunately, it's not very good because of, it locks you into Fiends, which, you know, Fiendsmith is kind of here to stay, and Unchained and Ubel and all that stuff, so it's not very helpful. But, like, these are options, right? These are things that people are thinking about using. You understand what I'm saying? How about you just play the deck? I agree with this guy. Top contributor? Good thing he is, because he's spitting. Now, here's the thing, right? This is what we're going to talk about, okay? Why is Sanctifire the choice to ban? Why do we want Sanctifire banned and not Gimmick Puppet Nightmare? Why is Gimmick Puppet Nightmare being banned and not Sanctifire? Let's talk about why Sanctifire was the correct choice and not Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, and why Konami is going to learn very quickly that they should ban Sanctifire and not Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. Or, like, ban both if you want, but, like, realistically speaking, hit Sanctifire. This is the reason why. I'm going to show you a card, okay? This card ruined a long time of a format. How do I even spell it? Is it this? Oh god. I'm just gonna spell it this way. Forget it. Yeah. Restaurant Halki Fibrax. Right? This card ruined a long metagame. Okay? This ruined multiple metas of Yu-Gi-Oh! Released in January 19th of 2022. It was banned a year and a half later. Okay? This card got so many tuners banned, it's unreal, okay? So many tuners got indirectly banned because of this card, and it nerfed a bunch of other decks that weren't even, like, they obviously were using this card, but this card was the problem. It was not the tuners. The problem was the card, okay? This is the root of the problem. It's like a tree, right? You have the root of the tree. We're trying to make an analogy here, but just bear with me, okay? You have the root of the tree, which is Halki Fibrax. You have each of the branches, so we have things like, Vayu and fucking... Was it Vayu Steam the Cloak? And fucking, Mecha Phantom Bestow Lion, and all these tuners, right? That are causing people problems. Jet Synchron, right? Now we're seeing the same thing with Princess, right? People are saying, oh, ban Jet Synchron because of OSS and because of Princess and all that. And listen, it's not the problem of Jet Synchron that's the issue. The issue is you have Flamberge ruining the format effectively because they just get 2 free special summons to Link climb to death, right? Link summoning has forever been a really big smear on the game, and I don't think Link summoning is actually a bad mechanic. I actually really like Link summoning, but cards like this and Link 1s and things like that just ruin the game effectively. Any of these generic monsters that make these stupid combos that just make Link climbing literally for babies. It's actually crazy. Even a card that wasn't even that generic, right? Curious. Wasn't even that generic. It was, but it wasn't that generic. It's still very specific. 3 monsters with the same attribute but different types. You can totally do this in a bunch of different decks, but it wasn't, like, inherently generic, but it was just generic enough to be played in everything and cause a bunch of problems, including, if I'm not mistaken, Tyr was the one to get this killed, right? I'm pretty sure that was the reason why this card died, right? This card's crazy. Let's not sugarcoat it. This card's fucked. And Beatrice is kind of like that too. It's also a generic card. And guess what's probably getting banned pretty soon? Because of the Fiendsmith, right? Because Beatrice is also a Foolish Burial. So we have those cards that are big problems, right? We have generic cards, and these are the root of a big tree of problems, okay? And this was also used in FTKs and stuff like that, along with Selene. Although Selene's kind of an interesting one, because you do need a spellcaster. It's still not that generic. Like, it's still specific to a degree. Am I crazy? Why is it not loading? Here we go. I clicked it like 4 times. Like, this card is generic to an extent. It's like Samorg in that way, but also, like, you need a spellcaster to special from the grave, and you have to do it in defense, so you can't just choose a Link monster. You know what I mean? Like, there's pieces to this that make it make sense. You understand what I'm saying? So, there's a way that this card could get banned, potentially, especially if spellcasters become #1 best deck in the game again. But as it stands, this is not the most cracked out card in terms of generic cards. But then we have something like Barone, right? Why do we ban Barone in the TCG? Why is this card gone? I can't even spell it. Because it is a generic Synchro 10, right? It is so easy to make. There are so many monsters that can make this card. It is so easy. I can do it in my sleep. I'm gonna move my camera up a touch. Sorry, because I know my head's kind of being cut off. You could do it in your fucking sleep. This card was so brain dead easy to make in any deck ever, and you would see it come out in so many decks. It got to the point where it was in every single deck list. When Vanadium was at full power, all that shit. Like, I'm trying to think. God, what's the name? Sword Soul? God, Jesus Christ, I couldn't think of it. I was seeing like Pile List playing this shit. I was seeing Kashira playing this list. Playing this card. I saw Voiceless Voice playing this card. Everyone was playing this fucking card, man. Everybody was playing this card. It's so stupid. This card is so stupid. And it's just a smear on the game, because it's like, you don't, there's no specific to this. You don't need a warrior, you don't need a Defleur monster, any of that, right? You could give it the Goyo Guardian treatment. Speaking of that, yeah, here's another perfect example, right? We can talk about years ago, this was the same problem. Konami knows what they're doing. They're just fucking up consistently, but they're doing it on, sometimes I'll swear on purpose, because of money, right? This didn't used to be an Earth tuner. This used to be any tuner, right? Generic tuner. This card was the boss monster of the Synchro era. You understand what I'm saying? So, generic cards are the problem. Sanctifier is generic enough to cause a problem, along with Grand Guignol. Those two cards combined cause too many issues, okay? They cause too many issues with the game. We need these cards out of the game. They need to be gone. To be straight, right? And if you think that Branded is just not gonna do combos to get into all these cards because Grand Guignol can't send stuff like Jaugen, think again, right? Because you can just if you have Bishop Lubellion in your hand, you just skip sending him off of Branded Fusion, right? Skip that part. You skip that step because you sent him to get, I don't know, Magnemite or whatever, right? And then now you go Branded Fusion, you send Jaugen as your light, and there you go. You're done. You already have your requirements. And then you just you banish other stuff in order to keep the Jaugen engraved, and then you special Alpha Sanctifier. So, like, guys, like, I don't care what anyone has to say in rebuttal to this video. There has to be something done for the ban list for Branded. There just has to be. Now, you have to keep in mind, what I just said, I might have missed some stuff. I might have said a couple things slightly incorrectly. I know people will come up with corrections. I appreciate you guys that are very constructive in the comment section, by the way. You guys are fantastic. You know, even if you disagree with the video, fine, right? We can agree to disagree, move on with our lives. But just remember that this isn't a scripted video. This is off the cuff, right? I just wanted to make something clear, because I kind of got a kind of hate boner in a way when I saw all these posts about the ban list. and seeing people make up alternatives immediately in like 2 seconds. Meanwhile, my comment section is just full of people that are saying, oh, you know, just ban Sanctifire or ban Gimmick Puppet Nightmare and we're good. And it's like, well, honestly, the deck has so much shit. Even if they ban Sanctifire, even if they ban Branded Fusion, you could find alternatives to that shit without a problem. Look at Branded and White. It's sitting right there. You know, I had a couple people saying, like, why'd you even mention Theater? Theater's not that good of a card. And it's like, it kind of is, man. Like, if you don't have Branded Fusion, and, like, you know, the deck gets hit enough times with certain things, you know, people are gonna pick things to make the deck work, and it'll still be good. Like, Shaddolls, for example, only have 3 fusion cards, right? They've been around for years. Branded has more fusion cards than Shaddol does. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you don't have the open chance of choice. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to say it a different way. I can't remember what the term of the day is here, but you have to understand, like, Branded White is not a bad card, right? It is inherently a good card. You can make it work. It's literally invocation for Branded. You can absolutely play that card, right? I literally saw someone playing it the other day. I literally went to locals the other day. Someone was playing it. Like, it's not common, right? It's not very common. It's definitely like the discount option per se right now. But, you know, when Branded Fusion gets banned, or if you have no other choice, you have no other alternatives, fuck it, play that card. Like, what's gonna stop you, right? So, I don't know. I think people were coping a little bit in my comments. I do find it very funny, but I just want to make it clear, right? No matter what you think is how the game's gonna be, there's always alternatives. And if you want more information on that, just look no further than any video that talked about Dragon Rulers. And, you know, talking about, oh, you know, people thought, oh, just hit the babies, that'll do it, right? Or I think Konami hit the babies and it did nothing. You know what I'm saying? There are alternatives to these problems. There are solutions to these problems that people will come up with if you don't hit the right cards. You hit the root of the problem, not the stuff around the problem. You don't hit the branches, you hit the root of the tree. Okay? So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative to an extent, because I thought it was pretty funny, and I wanted to make a quick video on it to hold you over for the Valence video. Rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.